Let's see. Here we go. Okay. The big question is Facebook going to be kind to me today? Because it certainly hasn't been. Let me just pull this up. Oh, Karen, welcome here. And hi, Kathy, welcome here. And Lucy, welcome here. The names are scrolling up. I'm excited. I'm excited. Oh, what a day it's been. I'll wait a few more minutes before I introduce myself. Oh my goodness, look at this hairball. What a mess. I have an appointment on March 24th. Let me get some lights on here so my table is well lit before I get started. Wow, so far so good. Hi Barb, keep me posted on the curling game. Lucy, you shared? Well, I'm going to mark you down right away. Hi Connie, welcome here. Let me grab my pen. Yay, you're here. You're here. Lucy shared. Lucy. So don't forget to share. Oh my goodness, really? Oh, I had to take the dust off before I put them on today. Is that too much information? Yeah, don't forget to share. When you share, I will mark you down. Hi Chris, welcome here. When you share, I'll mark you down for a draw for next week. So when you do share, you get your name entered in there. I don't know if you saw my post this morning. Was it this morning or yesterday? I can't remember now. I'm at 70 subscribers on my YouTube channel, and my hope is that before my birthday, I'm at 100 or even more. So let's see what happens with that. Connie shared. Okay, Barb, let me get this down here. Barb shared and Connie. Oh, it's so nice to see your name scrolling up. Whoops. There we go. Connie, I was going to spell your last name with the wrong letter. I got a video this morning, and Karen shared. Is there supposed to be music? Is this a trick question? Does everything sound and look normal at your end? There is not supposed to be music. Is there music playing? Sharon, hi, welcome here. Oh, and you know what? I shouldn't have called you out unless you said hi. That's not fair. I'm sorry. So if you say hi, I'll welcome you again. I'm trying not to do that because I do get a notification when somebody is watching. But unless you type and say hi, I don't want to call people's names out. So I apologize for that. Lucy, you hear something too. Gail, welcome here. Oh, hi, Sharon. Sorry about that. I'm excited to see you too. Well, kind of seeing you. That's weird. I don't know why there's music playing. Oh, dear. It's really faint. You know what the problem's going to be is that when I do the YouTube, if there's copyright on the music, the YouTube won't let it go through. But if I can't post this on YouTube, I guess I won't. I'm glad the music is gone. That's so weird. I'm not sure what that's all about. You know what? I'm going to bring, but it's just staticky. I sure hope you can hear me though. That's weird. I'm going to make sure that my volume is down everywhere. I turned, yeah, weird. This could be a problem. I'm not sure. Facebook doesn't like me, you know, but I'm bound and determined that I am going to beat this. So I see a few more names coming up, but unless you tell me that you're here, I don't want to call your names out because that's not fair to you. But hello, it's nice to see you again. Yeah, that's weird with that background music. let me introduce myself. Hello, bonjour. My name is Denise Willerton, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. If you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be that for you. If you do have a Stampin' Up!, did I say that wrong? If you don't have a Stampin' Up!, I would love that. If you do have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, that is great. I am not here to take away customers from other demonstrators, but I'd love for you to stick around and see what we're doing today. We're making a sweet card. Oh, where is it? Okay, there it is. And also a matching box. So it was so fun doing this, and you have to stay because I want you to see how this works. That is so weird with this music in the background. I don't understand. Can't remember if I finished my last squirrel rabbit moment here before you started telling me that you could hear music in the background, which is bizarre. I've got no music on anywhere. I'm wondering if it's coming through my phone somehow. I posted on Facebook about subscribing to my YouTube channel. So if you haven't done that, I would love it if you do. Your name does not become public anywhere at all. I'm just really trying to get to 100 subscribers before my birthday, which is at the end of March. So just kind of, I don't know, just a silly little thing that I'm doing. But I would love for you to do that. So without any further ado, let me bring the camera down. For those who do like to shop, remember this is your last week for any celebration items, okay? So for every $60 that you spend in beautiful Stampin' Up! Merchandise, you get to choose a free stamp set, or if you spend $120, a free little bundle. And I am placing an order on Saturday, so this is your last chance. The camera is coming down, okay? Here we go. Let's bring this down. I'm going to flip this curling update. Oh, Einarson, go. Go, go, go. Okay, I am hoping that I am facing the right way. I've been spinning my camera so that squirrel. I've been spinning my camera so that I am working head on. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. I have a feeling that I'm just a smidge too close to my tabletop. Okay, now I move my lamp here. I need your help just a little bit in if this is actually a good angle. Do you feel like you're like walking downhill? Yeah, Gail, I'm going to adjust that in a minute. So once I get, or does my camera need to be flatter? I'm trying to get a sense for what I need to be doing to get a better view for you girls. Hello, Carol. Welcome here. Excited to see your name. Okay, here we go. Now, is that a good angle? Like, do you feel like you're walking downhill or uphill, or do you feel like we're nice and square? Don't worry about the lines being off. There we go. I'm going to bring that down just a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why it's blurry. That's weird. That's very weird. Bring the paper down just a little bit. So yes, if you are interested in last chance for celebration items, you can either fire me an email, or you can go into my online store and do the shopping yourself, and it comes straight to you. Tracy, hi, welcome here. Carol, did you mail me something? Oh, how sweet is that? That is so sweet. And the sound is good today. You know what? I've got my little mic on, and I remembered to face it towards myself. Okay, let me reach across and let me grab some goodness. I'm excited for you to see what we're doing today. Okay, so what do you think of that? Don't forget to share. When you do, I will enter your name for next week for my draw for a prize. Carol received a prize. Carol, I think you were the first one that I actually sent a gift to in the States. So that was exciting for me. So do you want to see how this opens? Because it doesn't open like a regular card. Look, I can't do it. So, and I forget what this is called. I'm going to call it a front slider lock card. Are you ready? Watch this. This slides, if I can do this, this slides up the card like so. And then the card opens like so. The bundle's carrying over. Good grief. Yeah, I had to go back on and re-sign up again. You know what? Last week, Chris and Carol and Kathy, thanks for coming back. Last week, I think it took 3 tries before I finally stayed on. I don't know what is up with this. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if it happens to other demonstrators, but it sure happens to me. So again, I'm going to put my fingers in here. This is where I left off. And then this just gets slid back in. It is easier than it looks. There we go. That just gets slid back in the card and closes. Okay. Now you see a lot of these front closure slider cards on YouTube. I've seen several of them, but I was watching a friend the other night, Tamara, and she did this, and I'm like, that's what I'm doing for my live. So let me show you how to do that. Carol, I'm excited about the strawberry bundle carrying over. I'm tripping over my words. You know what? I had chocolate before I came, and I think the chocolate is kicking in. So if anyone is interested, hi Tracy, welcome back. Hi Susan, welcome here. Susan, you got my my class to go. I hope you have been enjoying that. I hope that's been good for you. Oh, Tracy, thanks for sharing. I will write your name down. And you know what, gals, stay to the end. I've got a matching box that I want to show you as well. So Tracy, I've got you in for next week. Okay, so if you are interested in creating this front slider card, right? Remember, this slides off. If I can get it to work for me, right? Get your paper and pencil and get ready for some instructions and sizes. Gail, thank you. I've got you down for a share. Susan, thank you. I've got you down for a share. I'm always excited to do this because I can't wait for the following week. Well, and I guess I don't have to, because I get to do it today after this live on who the winner is from last week. So we're going to start creating our card. This measures 11 inches by 4 1/4. Okay, 11 inches by 4 1/4. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to score at 2 3/4 inches on both sides. Get your cut blade out of the way. So 2 3/4 on that side, 2 3/4 on this side. Now, when we fold that over, the cut edges are going to be so close to each other. We want to take off even less than a smidge. So all I'm going to do, and you have to score first, okay? All I'm going to do is I'm going to put my paper back in to my my paper trimmer, and I am just, seriously, I'm just touching my track, and I'm going to go up and see what I've taken off. Oh, I was so close, it didn't really take anything off. Let's do that again. I'm going to have to... Do you ever get a jagged edge like that? You know what you do? You take an emery board. No, that's not going to work. Excuse me. While I blow all those out, I need to take a little more. Just so that I get a... You know what it is? I think I need a new blade. We're going to go with it. We're going to just go with it. And again, on the other side too, you want to take off just a smidge. There, that's better. This is what I wanted. Let's get my take your pick tool. See what I've taken off? Just that. And I take a toothbrush, just a clean toothbrush that I use in my studio here, and I clean my track every now and then, okay? So you're cutting just a smidge off of that, okay? Get your bone folder, just so that you have a nice burnish. Let's see how I did with cutting my smidge off. I probably have a little more than what I wanted. But see how I've got this gap in there? I want that gap, okay? So that's our card base. You're going to set that aside, okay? Now get ready for some more measurements, okay? You're going to take, I'm going to use the same paper, so the sweet strawberry, but I'm just going to use a different sheet for a different design, okay? I'm going to give those dimensions in a second. But because I'm using this paper, I wanted to match my cardstock. So I could have gone with the blues or the greens, but I stayed with the reds, which is what I did before, okay? Here's your next set of measurements. You are going to cut 4 pieces of your cardstock that you want, and this is 3 by 3, okay? So 4 3 by 3. You're going to take 2 of those. 2 you're going to set aside. The other 2, we need to score them because we're making that part of it. That's French for fold. Sorry about that. So this is 3 inches. Half is 1.5 because we want to fold that in half. Make sure you've got your cut blade. Give that a score at 1.5. Give your second one a score at 1.5. Okay? We are done with our paper trimmer. Let's give that a burnish. I used Real Red, Carol. Thanks for asking. This is Real Red. I could have used Poppy Parade, but I used Real Red. I wanted that, just that solid punch of color. Okay, so do you see how this is coming together here, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 of our 3 by 3s. And you can use whatever adhesive you want. My go-to is always Tombow. I know there's a lot of demonstrators that don't like it, and I'm the one weird one that does. I like my Tombow. So I'm just putting a little bit of Tombow on the edge. I want to pick this up, and I want my opened at this end, and I'm just going to hold it down just so that I know that I'm square, right? It's coming together already. So there's my first Real Red flap. Here's my other one, and you guessed it, that is going down right here. And I am going to match my scored edge along this scored edge, okay? And it should be flush to here. I want to make sure that I'm square. So there we go. There's the beginning of the grabber. I don't know what it's called. It's the grabber. Let's take our other 3 by 3, And let's put adhesive down on that, like so. And down she goes on here. And again, I'm going to stand it tall just so that I know that I am square. So there you go. That's it. There's the start of your sliding mechanism. Okay, I want to give that a nice burnish. Now what we want to do is we want to decorate the front of that. Hello, I see another person has just stopped on or stepped in, and unless you say hi, I don't want to call your name out, but it is very nice to see your name. I always tell my girls when they come, if you share that you are watching this video, I will enter your name for a draw for next week. So at the end of this video, I will be drawing who shared from last week. Okay, so we're going to take our 3x3 square. Remember, you want to make sure that you're not getting adhesive on this part, okay? Otherwise, your card is not going to work. So here's our 3x3. We are going to take our 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 and place it on here. Now I've pre-stamped it, okay? Just so that you're not sitting here watching me stamp and all of that. Let's put some adhesive down on there. Whoops, here we go. Trying to follow along. What is the score line on the 3x3 pieces, Barb? You want to score at the halfway mark, so you are scoring 3 of your 3x3s at 1.5, okay? So we have 4 3x3s, 2 of them you're scoring at 1.5, 2 of them you're not, because it's going to go on one side and then the other, okay? So there we go. I'm trying not to go super fast, but at the same time, I want to get to our second project because I want you to see this box. Now you can decorate this however you want, and what I did was, look what I did. Incoming here. I sat while I watched curling and I fussy cut from my design paper. I wasn't worried that some of them were square because I can always fill that in. The white square, Chris, is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 because you want it to be square, okay? So this is not written very nicely at all, but 4 3x3s, you're scoring 2 of them at 1.5, 2 of them you're setting aside. Your basic white little panel is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Your card base is 4 1/4 by 11. And you know what? I think this is 4 inches. It is too. Well, I'm going to have to cut another card base. 4 1/4 by 11, you're scoring at 2 3/4. I need a 4 1/4. You know what? Look at all of this goodness while I get that, and just chat amongst yourselves. Four and a quarter. I don't know what I was doing, what I was thinking, that I cut it at 4, but it should be 4 1/4 by 11. Hello, I see someone else has popped on, and I want to welcome you here. So we're going to score at, where's my cheat sheet? What did I say? We're going to score at 2 3/4 on both sides, okay? Make sure you're using your score blade. 2 3/4 on both sides. And then on both sides, we're going to cut just a smidge off, okay? I really need to put a clean blade. I probably cut a little more than I needed on that one. And there we go, okay? So sorry about that. The joys of live, okay? So remember, here's where we're going. Here's our slider, which we've already made, okay? And there's our card. So it's kind of like, it's a gatefold, but it has a slider instead of a belly band. Let's burnish our score marks. And because I cut that smidge off, there is my little gap so that I can take my slider, right? There's my slider, and that's going to slide in between so that my card closes, okay? Like so. But now we need to decorate that. So 4 3x3s, which is the real red, and then 2 3/4, and all of this goodness. So let's start adding some of this on here, okay? You want to make sure that you are adding this on, not on your card, because you don't want adhesive on your card, okay? So let's put a little bit of Tombow on here. No right or wrong on how you do this. You want to make sure that if anything is sticking out, that you don't have adhesive there, okay? And I'm just making sure that I don't. So there is one, right? And then I'm just going to slowly keep building up until I have what I want. I'll put a little flower up there. So normally what I do is I just I lay things down first and see if I like what I'm doing. I like to keep the leaves free so that I can tuck things in. We need some blueberries, maybe here. And what else? We need a leaf every now and then. Let's tuck a leaf in there. Maybe like so. So I would cut that out, that is sticking out, and I want some small strawberries. So I would do something like that. I would just kind of look at that, and then I would decide exactly where I would want the placement. Sorry, I'm not really in the camera here, girls. Then I would decide exactly where I want placement, and then I would just slowly take one little piece off and build that up so that I've got my little slider the way that I want it, okay? Yay, you got the slider working. It's not hard, Carol. Like seriously, it's a simple card. So you want to make sure you've got no adhesive on this part, okay? And then that's just going to slide into your card. So we're going to pretend, because we can pretend, that this is all put together, because this one is already. Let's set that aside, okay? And let's carry on with our card base. Now, you can decorate the inside. You can put a panel in here if you want and do whatever you want on the inside. We're not going to do that just for time reasons. But you're going to take your design paper that you choose and you're going to adhere it on this side. Now, I'm all about the layers, and I love putting, you know, cardstock behind here to give it even more of a dimension, but you're going to have a harder time with your slider. So I would advise you not to, but that's just what I did. So this, hi Shelley, welcome here. Grade 5 science project. Oh my goodness. You're a good mom. So these panels, I was going to say these panels measure the same, and they are both 4 1/8 by 2 1/2, okay? So 4 1/8 by 2 1/2, and we're going to adhere those down right here, and once that's down, here's where our slider, right, is going to come in, where that's just going to slide right through to close our card. So Shelley, I always say to my girls that if they share, I will enter their name for a draw for next week. So at the end of today's video, my Tombow is stuck. At the end of today's video, I will draw the winner from last week and from the people that shared. And also, when someone comes on, because I can see when I have a new visitor, unless you say hello to me, I will not call your name out, just for respect for yourself. So I just want to welcome the two gals that have just popped on. Welcome here. We're going to put adhesive behind here. I think I need a little pin in my Tombow. So let's get that down. Nope, I need a pin. I have a piece of foam on my workstation close by here with my pin. So Sherry, are you or Shelley, I'm sorry, are you homeschooling? If I'm allowed to ask you that. I know my daughter is. She chose to homeschool. Oh dear, look at that. Ah, it's coming out now. Yeah, I think I was. I'm trying to smush this around. That's a word, smush. I smush a lot. Oh, Shelley, you're sweet. You want to make sure that your design, if your DSP has a directional design, that you're not going to design your card upside down. There's a lot of adhesive behind that. You saw that too. I don't think I'm even going to try with my slider. So if I was decorating, and I'm not going to for time reasons, if I was decorating the inside of my card, I want to make sure, because this design paper is directional, I want to make sure that this is the bottom of my card and that I don't inadvertently design my card this way. And don't ask me why I'm saying that, okay? I would really appreciate that. So here is our slider. I think you know why I'm saying that. And your slider would, can I get this going here? Your slider would just go right in your card front. Come on, baby. And there you go. And there is your, I'm still a little bit damp with adhesive. Thank you, Lucy. And look at those hearts. How sweet is that? So this is our GateFold slider card, okay? So there you go. And the other one I will finish up later. Now, who wants to see the matching box? What are you saying here, Shelley? Sorry. Oh my goodness. I remember those days, science projects. Oh my goodness. You know what? I did not enjoy doing science projects, let alone now I had 3 children that needed help with science projects. Unbelievable. Okay. So here is our slider card. Okay, let's show you the matching box. Okay, now this will fit in your regular A2 envelope. Here's my envelope. Okay, I pre-stamped it with the strawberry. So all we're going to do, Darlene, hello, welcome here, you made it. So this card, Dar, let me show you what this card does. This slides off. So it's a GateFold. I didn't, on purpose, I did not decorate the front. And here's our slider. like so, and that goes in between and slides shut. Okay, so there's your I don't know, GateFold slider card. Okay, and that fits into an A2 envelope. Okay, so I could mail that away once I put my personal stamp on there. So that fits in there. Now this matching box does not fit an A2. It just, sorry, it doesn't. But it fits the note cards, okay? It does fit the note cards, and that I promise you, it does. But I wanted to decorate this because these are the mini paper pumpkin boxes is what that is. And you know, I was watching Christine Josty, and I loved how she wrapped it. So let me show you how fun this is. Okay, hi Ruth Ann. Yes, this is fun. So this is the mini paper pumpkin box. Now you can decorate them any way you want. Like you can have the shiny side up or down, but if you have the side shiny, say shiny side fast 10 times. If you have the shiny side for the inside of your box, you can put cookies in here, you can put chocolate bars in there, and it also fits our Stampin' Up! Note cards, okay? So let me show you how I decorated this. And you know what? It's super simple, and I'm going to be doing this again and again. So the pizza boxes, you will find them on page 152 in the All Occasions catalog. You're going to get 10 in a box for $10.25. So that, oh, look at the glare. So that's about like $1 a box, which is really, really decent. Here is how we are going to do that. Okay, so there's our box. I need my cheat sheet. Did I freeze? Okay, good. I'm so nervous. You're going to take a piece of 12 by 12 DSP, okay? This DSP that I used for my my sample box was from the Sweet Strawberries, okay? This DSP is from, and it's beautiful, it is from the Flowering Foils specialty paper, okay? So this is one of the designs. This is another. There's a few more in there. It's just, it's a little bag full of goodness because they're so gorgeous. So there's the large flowers, and I think you get 4 of each. Then there's kind of this hexagon-y, or squares. That's not a hexagon, that's a square. And do you get 4 or 3? Maybe it's just 3. And you get this beautiful silver kind of flowery stuff, and then that little guy, okay? So that is what I'm choosing to show you how I did cover my box. So again, I want the shiny side inside my box. So we're going to be working with this side. The first thing you want to do is you want to poke these out, okay? So poke those out like so. Shelley, did you say that you shared? Because I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot, hun. It's just if you did, I need to write your name down. Because I know that I didn't, and it seems to me that you said that you did. So just let me know, and I will watch for that. And again, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. If you did share, I do need to add your name for the draw for the door prize for next week. And you don't have to be present to get your your prize. I'm just burnishing, or not burnishing. I am folding everywhere where I can possibly fold, okay? Like so. And now I want to open it up a little bit. I want this to be the inside of my box. So I am going to work this way, okay? So you're going to take, you did share. Okay, thank you, Shelly. I will write your name down. I'm doing that right now. And you are EYH. So you are going in my draw for next week. Oh, Sherry Turner. Oh, sorry. I need to write you down as well. Sherry T. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so your 12 by 12 DSP is going to be cut to 10 by 10 and 7/8. Okay, so you've got that? 10 by 10 and 7/8. We're going to face it down. So if you were using a double-sided DSP, this one is not. You want to make sure that whatever design you want covering your box is the design that is away from you. Your box, your mini pizza box or paper pumpkin box, as you can see, is going to fit on here. There's a little bit of overage, and that's okay. We're going to take care of it. Okay, here is how we are going to start putting our box together. You're going to take your liquid glue, and liquid glue does work the best for this. I didn't even try anything. You're going to put a little square on each of these panels. Why does this happen to all my lives? And it's my mother. It's my mom. Sorry, I need to get that. I'll be right there. Hello? Can I call you right back then, Mom? I'm right in the middle of a Facebook Live. Thanks, hon. Okay, bye. I love how she... Hello? This is nothing urgent, she says. Once I know... Sorry, I'm not even in camera. Once I know this is down, then I'm going to fold it up. Okay? And I'm going to put adhesive down on every section. It was so funny. Last week during my live, my sister called me. The week before, my sister called me. So I reminded her today when I was speaking to her, and she's like, I know today's your Facebook Live. I'm like, yeah, please don't call me at 3 o'clock. I'm making sure that this is all down. Okay. We're going to fold this up, but I also want to fold this as well. I want to slowly start working my fibers. Okay. Just so that I have a nice edge, okay? Carol, I am loved. I am loved. And now we're going to move to this section. So same thing. We are going to put adhesive on each of these squares. Okay, has anybody seen that... and I'm not on TikTok, but I got the recipe from a friend who is on TikTok. And I think you know who you are. There's a recipe using a chunk of feta and cherry tomatoes. Connie, this paper is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. Oh, hello, my other friend that just popped on. I don't want to call your name out unless you say a hello to all of us, because I want to respect your privacy. I don't know if anybody else can see. Just like my ring says, look at my ring. My beautiful friend made that for me. These are the three sisters, myself, my two younger sisters. I'm the big girl in the family. We are going to put adhesive down on this section and this big section. Give it a little X. You do want to try and get kind of close to your edges. Look at my glue. It's just oozing out. And let's give that a massage down. I'm trying to stay in camera here. And let's fold that up a little bit. And we've got one more section. This is going to be done before you know it. Okay, so back to my recipe. You take a chunk of feta, you put it in a casserole dish in the middle of it. You take a whole package of cherry tomatoes and just dump that on either side, and you put it in the oven at 400 for about half an hour. And then you cook your pasta, and once your pasta is cooked, then and once your tomato feta thing comes out of the oven, how's that for culinary? Tomato feta thing. That did not go down. You mix it all together and ta-da, there's your dinner. And yes, it is so delicious. Okay, so I want to say your name slowly. It's beautiful. I want to make sure I am pronouncing it properly. Keisha? Did I say that right? What a beautiful name. Keisha, welcome here. And I always tell my girls when they come on, if you share, I will enter your name for a draw for next week. Okay, so now you're going to give that a nice little massage too, okay? And all of these edges too. And then you can also tell if you do need to add a little more adhesive, okay? So once this is all down, here is what you're going to do. You're going to grab, yes, Shelly, it is so yummy. And thank you, because Shelly sent me the recipe. Thank you for that. You're going to take your cutting mat. You're going to take an X-Acto knife, and you are going to start cutting. You want to cut these because you need them. And I find I go that way, and then if I come this way, I can see where I've cut, and I can just kind of coach it along. And see, there's my one cut mark. All right, then I will go down here, and I'm just following the edge of my box, like so. And now that, come on, baby, that gets to come off, and then I just poke right here, and it just seems to loosen it. Okay, now for myself, I find that if I work towards myself like this, that it works better. Okay, rather than going that way, I find that coming towards myself always seems to work better. So you're just going to follow the edge of your box like so. See how this is already coming together? I'm going to give it a little poke so that comes out. Help it along. You don't want to tear, and you do want to make sure that your X-Acto knife blade is nice and sharp, and keep them away from your children. Okay, so see how that's happening? So I need to poke this hole out as well, okay? You don't get along with X-Acto knives, ladies? You know what? Slow and steady. That's all. You don't want to go fast. Once all of that tracing is done, let me show you what you have. You have this, okay? So all my cutting has been done. And all of my scoring has been done, okay? So here we go. All you're going to do, these flaps and these flaps right here, they come into your card. See these notches? Those notches go in there, but these flaps need to be, of course, it's giving me a hard time because I'm on live. Get in there, baby. And ta-da. And ta-da. And ladies, there is your box. That gets tucked in. That gets tucked in to... I'm not a real fan of these parts here. I like how the new paper pumpkin box just gets folded into the box. It's giving me action. And voila, like so. It's not being very kind to me. There we go. Okay, so there's our box. And then what you would do is you would just decorate it however you want, okay? And this is how I decorated this one. So this is from the Stitched So Sweetly, okay? My stamp is from Sweet Strawberry, just for you, okay? The happy birthday on my, where did it go? On my slider card. This one I didn't put together yet. The happy birthday, you sweet thing. That came from Sweet Strawberry. And then my sample card, which is right here, wishing you the very best, is right here. Now that is a celebration set, okay? And this is only available for a few more days, okay? So you have until Saturday to let me know if you would like to place your last celebration order in so that I can submit that, because I am hitting send on Saturday. Or you can go into my online store and you can purchase that yourself there. So here is the start of the other box, and I will put that together as well. Okay, so those are our projects for today. Hang on, the camera is coming up. So if you're gonna get, well, I'm gonna hide the camera as it comes up, okay, so that you're not getting all dizzy. And let me spin it around and bring it up, and I'm probably like right in your face, right in your face. So I want to welcome everyone that has come here today to hang out with me. You've made my day. I need this. I think we all need this, don't we? It's the community thing that we're all kind of lacking in a way. And I think a lot of times it's family that we miss. So consider yourself family if that helps you at all. I've got my names from last week. I've got my names for this week. So this week, the people that shared, and let me know if you shared today and I missed your name, okay? So I'll keep watching. Gail, you shared. Sherry T. Shelly H. Tracy M.W. Come on, fingers. Barb M. I remembered you. Lucy. Connie. Susan FP, and Karen P. June, thank you so much. And Susan, you as well. And Karen, I love watching your names scroll up. June, thank you for tagging your girlfriend. You know what? I'm going to put you in for sharing for next week. So thank you for that. And I would love to have you back. Now, I had said at the beginning, so June, I've got your name in for next week. I had said at the beginning that I did a FaceTime call this morning or yesterday. I can't remember when I did it, for people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm hoping to get to 100 before my birthday, which is at the end of March. So I'm at 70. I'm so excited. So only 30 more to go. And June, you are very welcome. Thank you for coming by. So last week, here are the people that shared. So if you're here and I failed to write your name, please let me know and I'm going to keep watching, okay? So Tracy, you shared last week. Carol S., you shared last week. Gail, Kathy P., Susan FP, Karen P., Darlene G., and also last week was my monthly mystery Stampin' Hour. So what I do is about 4 days or 5 days before my Facebook Live, I always announce if it's a mystery Facebook Live and I post a sketch. And anyone that creates a card following that sketch, their name is entered for the draw for my door prize, okay? So last week was my mystery Stampin' Hour, and I had 2 submissions from Kathy P. So Kathy, your name is going in once and twice. And Gail M., I have 3 submissions for you for playing along in my mystery Stampin' Hour. So did I miss anyone that shared last week? I don't think I did. Darlene, you can do it. I missed something there. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Did you get me? Yes, I did, Barb. I did. Your name is in there. And I know it is because when I called your name out, I said, and I remembered. So yes, I did get you. And I am jiggling them up. I am not watching. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. And I have one name, and the winner is Susan FP. And Susan, I think you are here. So, oh yes, 100 subscribers. Yes, I can do it. I hope I can do it. I'm at 70. I need 30 more. So Susan, if you are still here, if you want to private message me your mailing address so I can mail you your door prize. And you know what I'm mailing you? I am mailing you the card that I created today. So that is your gift. Yay, Susan, you are here. Woohoo! That's awesome. I'm so excited. So I'm going to put your name with that card, and as soon as I get your mailing address, I will send that off in the mail for you. And so that is it. So today was just a very spring day featuring. So that again will fit the note cards. What a beautiful gift for someone. You could make 4 cards, note card size, and pop them in here. We sell note card envelopes as well as note card bases. And you could put 4 cards in 4 envelopes in this sweet little box. And what a beautiful gift for someone. So I just want to thank all of you for coming by today and hanging out with me, making my heart smile, because it does. This just makes my day, and especially when Facebook is mostly kind to me and doesn't bump me off all the time. Susan, your card is going to be in the mail as soon as I get your address. And yes, I do have measurements for the cards. So June, Your card base is 11 by 4 1/4, and you're scoring at 2 3/4 on either end, and then you're just taking a little smidge off on either end of that. I will post the rest of the dimensions. I don't usually do that till I do my YouTube though. You might have to go back and take a look. The so 4 1/4 by 11 scored at 2 3/4. My real red is 3 by 3. You're cutting 4 of those. You're scoring 2 of them at 1 1/2. Your basic white panel back there is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. These side DSPs are 4 1/8 by 2 1/2. I hope you got that and that I wasn't rambling too quickly for you. But I will post the measurements, okay? And yeah, so I want to thank you everyone for coming today, for making my day. I hope you enjoyed your time here. If you don't ever want to miss a Facebook Live, please like my page, and then where the 3 dots are, if you hit the 3 dots, you'll see notification, and just hit all, and then every time I go live, I think I said that right, you'll be notified. And also, if you want to go to my YouTube channel, because this will be on YouTube in a couple of days, I would love if you subscribed. I'm at 70. I'm so excited. Is that crazy? It doesn't take much to please me. I'm hoping to get to 100 before my birthday. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to throw these names away and put in my new names for next week. And I hope to see you all back here next week. In the meantime, have a blessed rest of your day and a wonderful evening, and we will talk to you soon. Bye.